Welcome back to our channel. In today's video, we're diving deep into a new update from one of the most consistent and trusted voices in the XCN community. In his latest analysis, issues a clear warning. The price action on XCN looks weak and may be on the verge of breaking lower. But here's the twist. He's not worried. In fact, he's doubling down. As he stated in his last video, he remains fully committed to his current position and sees this dip not as a red flag, but as a golden buying opportunity. According to him, the current market behavior is all part of a larger playbook that XCN has followed many times before. Technical analysis recap. The triple bottom illusion. Let's rewind for a moment. In the video we covered just yesterday, laid out the technical framework behind his call. He explained that the XCN chart was forming what looked like a triple bottom pattern, a structure that might sound bullish at first since it suggests strong demand at a key level, but pointed out something important. Triple bottoms often precede breakdowns, especially when momentum indicators show weakness, and that's exactly what he spotted. Pointed out a hidden bearish divergence on the Relative Strength Index, RSI, one of the most widely followed momentum oscillators in crypto trading. While price attempted to hold steady, the RSI was forming lower highs, signaling internal weakness. Even more importantly, the RSI was repeatedly getting rejected at the key 50 level, suggesting that bullish momentum was failing to gain traction. Doubling down, bearish in the short term, bullish in the big picture. Now, one day later, is doubling down on his call. XCN is currently trading around $0.167, and all the key indicators he tracks, daily 4-hour and 1-hour RSIs, are showing the same downward structure. According to him, the chart still looks soft, which means buyers are not showing the strength needed to reverse the trend yet. He expects a breakdown to occur quickly, possibly within the next few days. His target range? Between 0.143 and 0.15, a zone that aligns with historical support and critical Fibonacci retracement levels, especially the 50% and 61.8% levels, which traders use to spot likely reversal zones. He believes the dip could be sudden and aggressive, likely pushing the RSI deeper into oversold territory, potentially triggering a bounce, but only after panic selling has exhausted itself. Strategy: accumulate the dip without fear. Despite the bearish short-term outlook, is sticking to his long-term strategy. He confirmed once again that his buy orders are already set, strategically placed between 144 and 115. For him, this is the sweet spot, a level where he's most confident reloading his bags. Even if the price dips lower, possibly as low as 123, which he mentioned as a final line of defense, he's not concerned. Why? Because history is on his side. Emphasized that XCN has a history of fast, V-shaped recoveries. In his words, it wouldn't be the first time Onyxcoin faked out the crowd, dipped hard, and then bounced back stronger than ever. He believes that once support kicks in, XCN could rebound within a single trading day, wiping out the entire drop and even pushing above the current level. The bigger picture. 9x to 19x upside still in play. While short-term fluctuations dominate headlines, confidence is rooted in a longer-term vision. He reiterated his earlier forecast of a minimum 9x return from current levels, with possible upside scenarios pointing to 15x, 19x, or even prices in the 30-40 cent range by July. Now, that's ambitious, but C is not alone in that view. Many in the XCN community are echoing similar targets, pointing to project fundamentals, upcoming network upgrades like the Goliath mainnet, and increasing utility of the Onyxcoin ecosystem. Even as the market remains choppy, his conviction hasn't wavered. He reminded viewers that none of his macro-level targets have changed, and short-term corrections are part of the journey, not a deviation from the path. BTC pairing signals the next leg up. Also revisited his analysis of the XCN BTC chart, which he says remains one of the clearest leading indicators of a major breakout. According to his thesis, XCN tends to rally significantly when it interacts with specific BTC ratio zones. These zones have historically marked local tops or accumulation zones, and right now, XCN hasn't touched them yet. That's a strong signal, in his opinion, that the next leg up has not yet begun. The BTC pairings offer clues to underlying demand from whales and institutions, who often accumulate altcoins using Bitcoin during sideways markets. All eyes on the 1-4 zone. At the time of this recording, XCN is hovering near 0.17, but all signs suggest it could dip to the 0.14 to 0.015 range. This zone has historically acted as both support and resistance, and it's where it believes most of the real buying will occur. He also addressed the possibility of a deeper wick, possibly down to 0.123, but cautioned viewers not to panic. According to him, Onyxcoin loves to wick down hard, scare everyone out, and then reverse within hours. This kind of shakeout move is common in low liquidity markets, where large players push prices down to trigger stop losses before buying at a discount. The path ahead: consolidation before breakout? Projects that we might see a week of consolidation in the lower range, especially if the market remains uncertain or BTC continues to chop sideways. During this phase, the price may fluctuate between 4.5 and 0.017, slowly building a base. Then, he expects a sharp recovery heading into mid-month, followed by a breakout toward higher targets like 4 to 8 cents in the short term. Previously, his target was 5.66, but after factoring in the updated market structure, he's revised that slightly to reflect more realistic short-term resistance levels. Final thoughts: be ready, not reactive. If the price suddenly drops 40% or even 50%, urges viewers not to panic. He reminded everyone that this kind of volatility is baked into the DNA of XCN. The coin has a long record of violent shakeouts followed by swift rebounds, and trying to time the exact bottom is a fool's game. Instead, his advice is simple: set limit orders early. Be patient. Don't let emotions control your trades. He wants viewers to understand that the perfect entry point doesn't exist, and waiting too long could mean missing out entirely if XCN rebounds faster than expected. Wrap up, stay calm, and accumulate smartly. To summarize, XCN may dip to 143 or lower, but that's the potential buy zone. Key indicators suggest a breakdown may come quickly, but recovery could be just as fast. Long-term targets of 9x to 19x remain unchanged. Fibonacci levels, RSI patterns, and BTC pair ratios are all pointing to an upcoming move, is buying the dip and preparing for what could be a massive rebound. So whether you're an active trader or a long-term holder, the message is clear. Don't let short-term fear cloud your long-term vision. As always, do your own research, stay disciplined, and make sure you're positioned before the move happens, not after. And one last thing before we sign off. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you found this analysis helpful. It helps the channel grow and ensures you never miss an update on Onyxcoin, XCN, and all your favorite altcoins. And one last thing. Don't forget, like, share, and subscribe.